Hi guys, hope you're well. I made this the other day from the scraps left over from, what did I make? Oh, the foil with alcohol inks on, the green alcohol inks. And I made this with the bits of scraps and showed it in group, and of course everybody wants to know how to make it. It's really quick guys, really quick. All you need is, now of course I use scraps for this, but all you need is some foil and whatever colour clay you want. I'm just going to use some black Primo just because I've got it open. Now I do use this lovely little texture mat. You've seen me use it before, but I will show you how you can create that without the texture mat, to be fair. And you'll need a cutter. I'm using a heart cutter, same as I did the other day, and you'll need a little bit of varnish or similar. I'm just using the Cerny matte one, and obviously some foil. So I'm going to do mine silver and black. This was copper, and it's kind of it was a load of scraps that had foil mixed in, and when they all got mixed together they made this lovely brown colour. You can see it better on the back. So yeah, that was just with some leftover scraps, and I was going to just screw a little hook in there, but I may just add one in and bake it in, but we'll do that in a minute. So I'll just go and condition a little bit of clay. Don't need a great deal guys. I'll just do the main pendant on a 0, and we'll just cut a bit off for our stone look, lace, whatever you want to call it, this bit. See you in a sec. Okay guys, I've just got my scrap of black here, and it is on a 0 setting. I'll just give my blade a quick wipe because it's a bit gunky. And again, we don't need a great deal of this guys. We just need enough for the pendant and enough to half cover again. So I'm just going to split this up, and we'll just do this bit for now, and I will just trim this down. Then I'm not covering it all in foil because we don't need to. I can't see the back, but I can in the camera, so I'll just do that. There we go. So this bit's dead simple. Just get a bit of foil. Oh, I've got my window open so it's blowing everywhere. And just let's find a reasonably straight bit. I'll do it this end here. Just get your foil and gently brush it into your clay. Give it a little burnish with your finger. Let's see if we can get this off without too much trouble. Pop that back under my tub. Oh, I'm covered in it again. Okay guys, I'm just gonna rub that down to just stop it blowing around. So I'm just going to give this a good burnish, and then we're just going to roll it first one way, just really gentle pressure guys, then the other. Just keep rolling until you get the crackle that you'd like, and it will crackle a little bit more when we put it over the dome guys, so that will do nicely. Yuck. And then let's just lift this up out the way, then I can clean this bit of foil up guys. pop that to one side and just get rid of this floaty foil before it sticks on everything. Okay, and then we only need a kind of half bit for this, so again, to save me doing the pattern to a lot of the clay when I don't need to, I'm just going to trim this down, and I will just bring that bigger piece, oh god, no, it's covered in foil. I'll just bring this piece over just to show you you can do it by hand. Right, all I did was get my mat, pop it on, firmly pressed it in, so I got my pattern, and then I went in with where's my ball tool? It'll teach me for tidying up, won't it? I can't find anything. Ball tool, ball tool. Oh, there's one. And then I just got my little ball tool, and then just went through and picked up some of the bigger holes and made them bigger with my ball tool. If you use a thinner piece of clay, this texture mat pushes all the way through, but I wanted to add a bit of weight to the pendant, so, and that's all you need to do, guys. Just go through with your ball tool and pick the bigger holes, and then you could go over and do, I actually did some dots on the smoother pieces of the clay, and I'll show you in a sec as well how I got that edge. I think is that enough? Where's my cutter? Just do a couple more on this top side. And you could go part through on some, like so. You just want it to look random, which is why I like using the mat, to be fair. So that's all I did to create that look. And then for this one, I got my smaller ball tool, which I can't find, and I just went and added a bit more texture like this, just to knock back that shininess really, although I did buff it a little bit when it had come out the oven. So there you go, it's as simple as that. That's all I did. And you can stretch it a little bit when you pick it up and stuff, and just make sure all those holes are okay. And then I just got my craft knife and I just kind of cut a wavy line through like that. Just take away that excess, then you can see. So that's all I did, cut a wavy line, and then on these edges I just went with my ball tool and just flattened them down a little bit, just so that it got rid of that cut line from my blade. I'll just give them a little wiggle. Excuse me, still croaky, guys. I don't seem to be able to, well, I know it's hay fever, but I just seem to be full of croakiness. I'll just pick this up and pop it out the way, but you can still get that same effect, guys, if you haven't got that mat. Just go over with a larger ball tool. This is actually a silicone type tool. Just give yourself some random dots and then get your other ball tool and go in, push those all the way through, like so. Just open them up, and it actually looks nicer if they're a bit messy inside. You get that kind of volcanic lava feel to it. You add a few more with your small tool if you so wish, like so. In fact, I'm just gonna dot a few more around, and then just do loads of dots everywhere, just to break up that smooth surface, like that. And I'll lift them both up in a second. Now I'm doing this really quick. You take your time, make sure you've got all your bits covered. Maybe just go through again and make sure those holes are really quite open for you now. But there you go. Again, you take more time than I did. I'll just pick this up, and what I do is I just kind of stretch it a bit so that it's a bit more organic. So that's the one you could do by hand, and that's the one I do with my mat. So there isn't that much difference, you know. You don't really need the mat. It's just I like doing the slices with this, don't I? Right, so let's bring this silver in. And I'm just going to pop it, kind of make sure I've got some on the point, and then just bring it up, press it down. It with the cutter that we're going to use and stuff, it binds it together, and it sticks quite well to the foil, to be honest, guys. If you're concerned, put a little bit of doodah down, a little bit of just opening some of those holes a bit more, just making it a bit more organic looking. There we go. And then I'll just get my cutter, line it up, get rid of this scrap, a bit of foil there, and I'm just going to just ensure that that edge is nice and flat against the clay, not putting too much pressure on. So that's that. And then all I did, guys, was stick it on my where is it, my little egg poacher to dome it. Like so. Oh, my email notification or something's going off. Just making sure it's nicely pressed down, guys, so I know it's got that lovely shape. And I'm just softening that hard edge around with my thumb, and I've got a bit of foil stuck down there, but I can get that when I just sand the edges. Just make sure that edge is smooth again, and especially in, let me just get my ball tool, just in that bit there, just sometimes needs a bit of a smooth. So there you go, guys. That's as simple as that is. I'll go and pop this in the oven, and we'll oh, I was going to put a little eye in there, wasn't I, so I can hang it on a winky wonk. I'll pop one in when it's baked. Don't want to disturb it now. Right, I'll go and pop that in the oven. I half an hour tops, and I'll see you when it's baked. See you in a minute. Hi guys, so we're out the oven. There we go. Slightly less texture on this one than that one. I must have poked more bits of holes on that one. Still looks cool. I've put a copper thing, whatever they're called, on there, and I'm just going to pop one on here as well. I like hearts to be kind of off center, so I'm just going to put myself a little pilot hole with my pokey tool there and just screw an eyelet in. And I find these quite decent, you know, if they're a decent eyelet, as long as you don't over tighten them, because that's when your thread starts to pull back. So I've just put a little silver eyelet on there. If you're concerned, guys, you could always gently unscrew that, put a drop of super glue gel on and screw it back in, but I don't seem to have any issues with them. And I'm not going to do anything fancy with this, guys. I've just found a 1 to 2 mil Buna cord, and I'm just going to thread it on just so you guys can see something threaded up. So it would hang like that, and of course that one would do the same, but I'd have to put this on you know, a brown cord or similar for it to match nicely. And oh yeah, and the varnish, I'll varnish that off screen, guys, but I mean that's had 2 coats and it's fine. Doesn't really take the sheen off or anything. It just protects the surface of the foil. So there you go, guys. Dead simple, dead quick idea. I do wish on this one I'd just cut into the centre a little bit more, but you know, it's just plain, it's fine. So there we go, couple of little pendants. Like I say, you could use your scraps up if they're a nice colour. That brown came out lovely. I think it was just a mix of metallics and some black, and that's how it came out. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Bye.